8 weeks. That's how long it took a 71-year-old woman to go from gripping the stair railing with both hands to hiking a gentle mountain trail with her granddaughter. No injections, no surgery, no expensive devices, just 3 specific exercises done consistently for about 10 minutes a day. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, that works for her, not for me, let me say something important. Knee pain after 60 is common, but it is not a life sentence. If you've noticed stairs becoming harder, if you hesitate before stepping off a curb, if your knees ache after standing in the kitchen for 20 minutes, you are not broken, you are under-supported. Let me explain. Your knee is basically a hinge joint, but it's not a hinge floating in space. It depends on surrounding muscles, like strong beams supporting a doorway. When those muscles weaken, the joint itself absorbs more stress than it was designed to handle. That's when cartilage gets irritated. That's when inflammation builds. That's when pain shows up. And here's the part most people miss. It's rarely just arthritis. It's usually muscle imbalance layered on top of normal wear and tear. The woman I mentioned at the beginning had been told for years that her knees were simply aging. She stopped hiking. She avoided stairs when she could. She moved less because movement hurt, but moving less made the muscles weaker, and weaker muscles made the knees hurt more. It became a quiet cycle. Sound familiar? Research from orthopedic specialists consistently shows that strengthening the muscles around the knee can reduce pain significantly, often delaying or even preventing surgery. But here's the key. Not random exercises, not endless walking, not aggressive workouts. The right muscles, the right movements, done consistently. Today I'm going to walk you through 3 exercises that directly target the front of your thighs, the back of your thighs, and the endurance system that keeps your knees stable during real life. These are safe, joint-friendly, and proven to improve function when done correctly. Before we dive in, I'd love to know something about you. How old are you and where are you watching from? We have people here from all across the country, and I read the comments personally. Drop your age and location below. It helps build this community of people who are choosing strength instead of decline. Now let's start with the first exercise, the one that rebuilds the most important support beam your knee relies on, and it begins in a chair. Exercise number 3, seated knee extension, your knee's primary support beam. Let's start with something simple. So simple you might underestimate it, but don't, because this exercise strengthens the single most important muscle group for knee stability, your quadriceps. These are the large muscles on the front of your thighs. Think of them as the shock absorbers for your knees. Every time you stand up, every time you climb stairs, every time you lower yourself into a chair, your quadriceps are controlling that movement. Now here's the problem. After 60, these muscles naturally weaken, especially if pain has made you less active. And when they weaken, the knee joint starts taking more of the load directly. It's like removing the padding from inside your shoe and wondering why your feet hurt. The joint isn't meant to absorb all that stress alone. That's why this first movement matters so much. It isolates and strengthens your quadriceps without putting weight through your knee joint. Here's how to do it. Sit in a sturdy chair with your back fully supported, feet flat on the floor, knees bent at about 90 degrees. Hold the sides of the chair lightly. Now slowly straighten one leg out in front of you. Lift until your leg is parallel to the floor or as high as feels comfortable. Don't snap it up, lift with control. Once your leg is straight, hold for 3 seconds. Really focus on tightening the muscle on top of your thigh. You should feel it working, then lower slowly. And this part is important. Don't let gravity drop your leg. Lowering slowly builds just as much strength as lifting. That's 1 repetition. Do 10 reps on one leg, then switch. Complete 2 to 3 sets per leg. If 10 feels like too much at first, start with 5. This isn't about proving anything, it's about rebuilding. Now let's talk about a common mistake, swinging the leg quickly. When you jerk it up fast, you remove the muscle control and shift stress back to the joint. Slow, smooth, controlled. That's your mantra. Over time, as this gets easier, you can add a light ankle weight. 1 or 2 pounds is plenty, but only when you feel ready. Here's something I want you to notice this week. After doing these daily for 7 days, pay attention when you stand up from a chair. Does it feel slightly easier? That's your quadriceps waking back up. And when they wake up, your knees feel safer. Tonight, sit at your dining chair and do just 1 set. No equipment, no special setup, just you rebuilding your foundation. You've strengthened the front of your thighs. But if we stop here, your knees won't be fully protected because muscles work in pairs. And the back of your thighs needs attention too. That's where the next exercise comes in. Exercise number 2, standing hamstring curl, restoring balance to your knees. Now that we've strengthened the front of your thighs, it's time to talk about something most people completely overlook: the back of your thighs, your hamstrings. If your quadriceps are the brakes for your knees, your hamstrings are the stabilizers that keep everything aligned. They work in opposition. When one contracts, the other balances it. Think of it like a tug-of-war team. If one side is strong and the other side is weak, the rope doesn't stay centered. It gets pulled off balance. And when that happens inside your leg, your knee joint tracks slightly off course. Not enough to feel dramatic at first, but enough to create irritation over time. Here's something interesting. As we age, hamstrings often weaken faster than quadriceps. Why? Because we sit more, and prolonged sitting keeps hamstrings in a shortened, inactive position. Over time, they stop contributing properly. That imbalance can lead to knee instability, difficulty descending stairs, a feeling that your knee might give out, increased joint pressure. Strengthening your hamstrings restores that balance, and it improves something else too: single leg control. Every step you take is essentially a brief single leg stance. If your hamstrings aren't helping stabilize that movement, your knee absorbs more rotational stress. That's where this exercise comes in. Here's how to do it. Stand behind a sturdy chair and hold it lightly for support. Feet hip width apart. Shift your weight slightly onto your left leg. Now bend your right knee and slowly curl your heel toward your buttocks. Keep your thigh pointing straight down toward the floor. Lift until your knee bends to about 90 degrees, or as high as comfortable. Pause for 2 seconds at the top. Squeeze the back of your thigh. You should feel that muscle engage. Then lower slowly with control. No dropping. No swinging. That's 1 repetition. Perform 12 repetitions on that leg, then switch. Complete 2 to 3 sets per side. Now let's address the biggest mistake: leaning forward. When you lean, you shift the work away from the hamstring and into your lower back. Keep your chest upright, core gently engaged. Imagine there's a string pulling the top of your head toward the ceiling. If balance feels challenging at first, use both hands on the chair. Over time, as your strength improves, try using one hand. That alone becomes balance training. And here's something powerful: when quadriceps and hamstrings regain balance together, your knee no longer feels like it's doing all the work. It starts feeling supported. That unstable feeling many people describe, it begins to fade. You've now strengthened the front and back of your thighs. But here's the truth: strength alone isn't enough. Your knees need endurance. They need the ability to stay strong, not just for one movement, but for minutes at a time. That's where the final exercise changes everything. Exercise number 1, the wall sit, where real knee strength is built. Now we come to the exercise that ties everything together, and I'll be honest with you, this one looks simple, too simple. Most people underestimate it until they try it. The wall sit is different from the other 2 exercises. Those built strength through movement. This one builds strength through holding, and that changes everything, because real life doesn't happen in repetitions. It happens in duration. Standing in line at the grocery store, walking through an airport, waiting in the kitchen while dinner cooks, climbing stairs that don't end as quickly as you hoped. That's not 1 rep, that's sustained muscle work, and that's exactly what the wall sit trains. Here's what's happening inside your body when you hold that position: your quadriceps fire, your hamstrings stabilize, your glutes engage, your core activates, and your knee joint is supported from all sides. It's what we call integrated strength. All the right muscles working together at the same time. This builds endurance in the tissues that protect your knees during longer activities. Now let's do it safely. Stand with your back against a smooth wall, feet about hip width apart. Step your feet forward roughly 2 feet from the wall. Now slowly slide your back down the wall as if sitting into an invisible chair. Lower until your thighs are parallel to the floor or as close as comfortable. If parallel feels too low right now, that's okay. Start higher. There is no prize for going lower than your body is ready for. Your knees should be stacked over your ankles, not pushed past your toes. Your back stays flat against the wall, from your shoulders to your tailbone. Now hold. Breathe normally. Do not hold your breath. Keep your knees aligned over your feet. Don't let them collapse inward. Start with 20 seconds. That's it. Rest for 60 seconds. Repeat 2 more times. If 20 seconds feels hard, begin with 10 seconds. If 20 seconds feels easy, aim for 30. Over the coming weeks, slowly build up to 45 or even 60 seconds. Progress gradually. Consistency beats intensity every single time. And here's the powerful part. Research consistently shows that isometric holds like this improve tendon strength and joint stability more effectively for prolonged activity than movement alone. In plain English, your knees become better at lasting, not just lifting. That's the difference between walking around the block and hiking for an hour without knee fatigue. How to combine all three, your 10-minute plan. Here's how this fits together. 1. Seated knee extensions. Activate and strengthen your quadriceps. 2. Standing hamstring curls. Restore balance behind the knee. 3. Wall sit. Build endurance and integrated stability. The entire routine takes about 10 minutes. Do it 4 to 5 days per week, not 7. Your muscles grow stronger during recovery. Give them 2 rest days each week. Most people begin noticing improvements in stair climbing, standing from a chair, walking confidence, reduced knee discomfort within 3 to 4 weeks. And by 8 weeks, that's when real transformation shows up. Let me ask you something. What would change in your life if your knees felt 30% stronger? Would you walk more, travel more, play more? Would you stop thinking about your knees every time you stood up? Drop a comment and tell me. What's one activity you want to do more comfortably? We read every comment, and I genuinely love seeing what matters most to you. And if this helped you understand your knees in a new way, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because strength after 60 isn't about doing more. It's about doing what works. Your knees were built to carry you through life. They just need the right support. Start tonight, 10 minutes. Your future self will thank you.